Yes, there has been an allegation that I funded demonstrators in Makwiny and also from Makwiny to Nairobi. I want to tell Junet Mohammed, first and foremost, he cannot mention my name on the floor of the House without a substantive motion. And if he has one and he has the evidence, let him do a substantive motion, and I will come to Parliament and respond. I also want to say that if his information is as defective as I heard, and if he was all the allegations against me, which I know, and the people of Makwiny know, that I don't pay goons to do anything, or I don't pay people to go to Mandamano. Mandamano is a voluntary thing, and I believe all the Mandamano, which was in 27 counties and more, if they were funded, then it would be billions of shillings. And I doubt whether anybody in opposition is likely to use that strategy. People went to demonstrate on their own, peaceful demonstrations, and the police disrupted them. In the counties where the police did not disrupt, like Meru or Kitui, and worked with the people, there were no damages. Damages come when police, instead of following the law, first do a proclamation. If the peaceful demonstrations turn chaotic, the law requires that you stop the meeting, announce it loud and clear, and give people enough time to clear. And therefore, if the only way to deal with Mandamano is to begin with, tear gas or gunshots, then the police is really has misled itself, and they're the ones who have caused all the destruction you have seen. I had information from Matu that Kenyans just bypassed the police station, and an unprovoked officer decided to shoot, and that's when hell broke loose. In a Mali, where 3 people were killed, some officers who are in plain clothes, suspected to be of DCI and were with a Subaru, are the one who came out of the Subaru and fired, carelessly, and killed young people even who are not in the demonstration. And that's when trouble began. And therefore, we can blame the destruction into the mismanagement and personal decisions by individual police officers. And probably, if Kenyans are allowed to demonstrate peacefully, I am very sure there will be no destruction of any magnitude. So this blame game of blaming so and so is so misplaced. If it is to go by my case, I do not spend a single coin on any demonstrations, whether in Nairobi or in Makwiny, and I do not influence people, by money to do things. People do things because they believe in a cause and they believe in something. So if the information is as defective as the information about myself, then the government has totally misled Junet Mohammed. The government has, the intelligence and where they get information has totally misled William Ruto and his government, and therefore that misinformation is a clear indication that they are not in touch with the ground. They have completely isolated themselves from the people. They need to go back to the people and hear why people are complaining. People are very annoyed with the 60 deaths, of which the only inquest we have of Rex Masai is an effort to cover up, the killer of Rex Masai, who is known very well by Kenyans. And therefore, we are also aware in that Rex Masai case, witnesses have been frustrated, and it is the only case going on. What about the other 60 or so? What about the disappearances? In Makwiny, we have 2 people who have disappeared, and we have 2 deaths from the Mlolongo 4 who were found, brutally murdered, and the registration at the city mortuary had been concealed for 30 good days till we went to court, and their bodies were found. So those parents have not gotten any reparation so far. There is no plan or strategy of compensating those who have been hurt, or even dealing with them in one way or another by the government, meaning that the government clearly instructed their abduction and clearly instructed their killing, and that's why they do not want to compensate at all. No one wants to bring any coup into this Kenya. There is no one with that capacity. There is no one with that authority. The Constitution of Kenya cannot be suspended. The Constitution of Kenya talks about removal of a president after 5 years through an election. The only other removal available is by resignation or impeachment by the House. The moment that is not applicable, what Kenyans can do, and that's what they are doing, is to prepare. Let the young people register as Kenyans. Let them have an ID. Let them also register as voters when it comes. Let them vote in 2027, and at the same time protect the vote so that it cannot be stolen. It is the only hope President Ruto and his people have to come back to power. We have heard Ruto himself say he will not hand over power to the opposition. We have heard the bravado and the hard talk from the leaders of majority of the two houses, from the interior CS Mokomen, giving an order of shoot to kill. People go to police station to seek protection. When you say now people don't go to police station, anybody go there should be shot dead, then I think that is very misled, and this is why Kenyans have a problem, and that's why Kenyans told Murkomen on his face they are one term. And the Kenyans must really organize themselves this time. Last time, 8 million Kenyans did not vote. We want all registered Kenyans to come out in large numbers and vote this government out.